Hi, my name is Savita, and I'm an intern at the East Georgia Cancer Coalition and a cancer exercise specialist. This video is going to go over some stretching exercises focused on your lats, your quadriceps, and your spine, and some other muscles in that region, such as your hip flexors, to help correct an anterior tilt. You're going to need a Bosu ball and a Bosu dome. This first exercise is you're going to use that Bosu dome. I'm going to sit right on top of it. With this exercise and any of the others, you want to hold them for about 20 seconds and make sure you're continuously breathing the whole time. So you're going to extend those legs out in front of you, and the whole time you want to keep those knees up. So you don't want your knees or your legs to roll in like this. You want to keep them up, and you don't want them to move. If you can't go super wide, that's fine. You might be right here, maybe even more so, that's fine. Just have them outward and keep those knees up. Make sure they don't move. Then you're going to reach forward. So you're hinging at the hips, reaching forward into the middle. You're gonna feel that stretch in a number of places, including your inner thighs, the back of your legs, and your hip flexors. Make sure you're taking nice deep breaths in through your nose, up through your mouth, reaching forward. And after a few seconds, if you want, when you inhale and then exhale, try to reach a little further on that exhale. And reach a little further. But as you do so, you don't want to feel any pain, just some mild discomfort from stretching, and you want to keep those legs in the same position, not letting them roll in. And then let your head hang down like this. And feeling that stretch in your inner thighs and your hip flexors, back of your legs. Take some nice deep breaths, holding this for about 20 seconds. And then coming up. This next exercise is going to stretch your quads. So you're going to have one leg stay on the ground and you bend it just slightly. And then you're going to lift that other leg, pulling that heel to your glute and stretching out your quads on that leg that is bent. So holding this for about 20 seconds. Also going to use a little bit of your abs, strengthening them to maintain that balance. Slight bend in this other leg. And the goal is pulling that heel to that glute in order to feel that stretch. After this, you're going to bring that foot down. Same thing, but on the other side, bringing that heel to your glute, stretching it, feeling that stretch in this quad. This leg has a slight bend in it, and holding it. Taking some nice deep breaths. Awesome. After this, we're going to do some lunges. Two ways. We're going to use this Bosu dome. The first one, you're going to plant one foot right on top. That other leg comes back. You're going to go down and make some right angles. So this leg's in a right angle, this leg's in a right angle. And you're going to push forward and down, feeling that stretch in your hip flexors, your quads. Still going to strengthen them. You want to keep that back straight. That chest up, that chin up, that head looking straight across, and feeling that stretch. Taking some nice deep breaths, holding this for about 20 seconds, using those muscles, contracting them, keeping some nice right angles. And afterwards, you're going to come up, same thing, other leg. Foot goes right on top, right here, bending down. That back is staying nice and straight, that chest is up, chin is up, head's looking forward, right angles, feeling that stretch in those quads and those hip flexors, and holding this for about 20 seconds. Nice deep breaths. After you complete both sides, you're going to use that Bosu ball and do similar exercise. So you can move that down out of the way right now, but we'll use it in just a few moments. And then you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to lunge forward, but this time you're going to slightly rest that leg on that dome, or on that Bosu ball. Other leg is making a right angle, and you're pushing forward and down, feeling that stretch in those quads and those hip flexors, Once again, keeping that back straight, chest and chin up and forward. Make sure you're breathing. Some nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Fantastic. Afterwards, you're going to do the other side, same thing. Using that ball to support that leg, pushing down and forward, feeling that stretch in those quads and those hip flexors. Back is straight, chest and chin are up, pushing down and forward, holding this for about 20 seconds, taking some nice deep breaths. Awesome. And if you can't hold these exercises for 20 seconds, that's okay. Just hold them for as long as you can to really feel that stretch. Then you're going to come here onto the ground. You're going to lay on your back with those legs extended. They can have a slight bend in them. You can just hold onto the back of your legs and bring them to your chest. You're going to feel that stretch in your hamstrings and your hip flexors. Taking some nice deep breaths, pushing your lower back into the ground, and just a slight pull. Holding this also for about 20 seconds. Nice deep breaths right here. Afterwards, you're going to use this dome. I'm going to use this for the next few exercises. So right here, you're going to put your knees on top of it, and then you're going to lean forward, putting your hands on the ground, and arching that back, letting that chin touch your chest, or try to touch your chest. That head is just falling forward. Arching that back. This is similar to a cat pose. Nice deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Holding this for about 20 seconds. After doing this, you can come up and you use this dome. We're going to lay on our side. I'm going to support that head. Your hips are going to be about a few inches from the dome. Your knees are going to be on top of each other. One knee can be slightly forward. I'm going to make sure you're on top of this dome. And you're going to stretch that arm. I'm going to keep it in line with your side. Take some nice deep breaths and feel your obliques stretching. Holding this for 20 seconds, and then you're going to do the other side. Same thing. Make sure you're on top of that dome, supporting your head. Same thing, feeling that stretch in your obliques, keeping that arm in line with the side of your body. Nice deep breaths. Holding this for about 20 seconds. Afterwards, you're going to come on up, keeping that dome where it is. You're going to plant one foot on top, and then that other foot is going to be right here. Your toes are in different directions, so one foot, the foot that's on the ground, is pointed forward, and that other foot on the BOSU is pointing to the side. You're going to lean into that side lunge, rest your arm on top of your thigh, making a right angle, and leaning, keeping that arm in the same plane. One nice line from your fingers to your toes, and feeling that stretch in those hip flexors, your spine, your rectus femoris, your hips. Holding this for 20 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. Nice deep breaths, really push into it, keeping that leg at a nice right angle. Holding this for 20 seconds. Then you're going to do the same thing, other side. Foot goes on top, faces one way, other foot faces forward, leaning into it, nice right angle. Nice line from your fingers to your toes, feeling that stretch in a variety of places, pushing into it so it makes that right angle. Make sure you're breathing, holding this for 20 seconds, feeling that stretches in your hips, your quads, your obliques, and holding that for 20 seconds. And our last exercise, move that down out of the way. Use this ball. I'm gonna sit back into our hips and use that ball to bring our arms forward. You're essentially in a child's pose. Feeling that stretch in your back and your spine, and in your hips, letting that head hang, and letting that, use that ball to stretch out your upper back. Taking some nice deep breaths. Holding this for about 20 seconds. Thank you so much for watching. This concludes the stretching portion for the correcting your anterior tilt. Be sure to watch our strengthening portion as well, and also our videos for stretching and strengthening to correct the posterior tilt. Thank you so much for watching.